Hi, I'm Marty Nimco. 9 things I know how to do, and you should too. I'm not talking about fixing things. When it gets beyond changing the toilet paper roll, I think I better call a Christian. I'm an atheist Jew. I'm talking about getting tasks done well. Buying a car. Until Amazon gets permission to sell more than Hyundais online, you gotta learn how to navigate the minefield. I do it by avoiding the dealership. I use the internet to decide the color, car, and options I want. Always a Toyota. For me, reliability trumps all. I call 3 local Toyota dealers, tell them I'm calling 3, and ask them to email me their take it or leave it price out the door. I may have to call 5 dealers to get 3 offers. I tell them that if I pick their offer, I'm an easy customer. I follow through promptly. My only visit to the dealership, to pick up my car. If they tried to raise my price, I'd walk out, but I've never had to. Getting through to a person on the phone. Unless I'm calling sales, they usually put through into a labyrinthine forest, voicemail jail, or complete this form on our website. Yeah, sometimes that's sufficient, but other times you need to speak with a person. There aren't guarantees, but here's how I up my chances. I start by Googling, for example, Verizon customer service. I often get not just the phone number, but options to press, and even a term to use to get to speak with a person, usually operator, agent, or representative. If I don't know which, I'll try all 3. Write clearly. My mindset is respect the reader, make it easy to understand without stopping. If writing that way doesn't come easily to you, use your cell phone to audio message yourself. Explain what you're trying to write as though you're talking to a 5th grader with a short attention span. Transcribe or adapt your recording as the first draft of your written work. Being pleased with a home repairman. I avoid companies, too much overhead which I have to pay for but get no benefit from. And I don't get to know who'll do the work. I look for one-person businesses with lots of fine Yelp and Google reviews. I give points to people who call back promptly. In that phone call, I sense how competent they are, that the price is fair, and I hire and make the appointment on the spot. No muss, no fuss for either of us. I sense how much detail versus freedom I should give, make the appropriate amount clear, and then, after offering something to drink, leave them alone. Micromanaging makes them uncomfortable and doesn't improve things enough. They like that I show trust. Soon as the job is done, I look at it, give earned praise, and if I think the price was low for what I got, add something. I pay on the spot. No need for him to hassle with billing and worrying if I'll pay up. I'm almost always satisfied, and so is the person. Side benefit? They're usually happy to work with me again, while my friends and neighbors often complain of the difficulty of finding someone good and reliable. Make quick, good, cheap meals. Breakfast, unflavored yogurt with strawberry jam or canned peaches. Oatmeal with shredded coconut, dried cranberries, and almonds. Lunch, tuna sandwich, cherry tomatoes on the side, or peanut butter and lemon curd on challah or King's Hawaiian bread. Dinner, broiled chicken or beef, favorite bread or baked sweet potato, seasoned broccoli or salad, fresh fruit for dessert. How to shop. Spurn status. It's shallow and impresses only the shallow. Buy mainstream brands. Companies tend to put their best people in creating those, knowing that those brands will sell many more units. The obvious example is Toyota over Beamer and Mercedes and so on. Colleges are most people's biggest expense next to a house, yet expensive colleges get their reputation much more from their research productivity than their teaching excellence. Community colleges are underrated. A $20 Casio keeps as good time as a $20,000 Rolex. By spurning status, you buy freedom to choose your work based more on what you like and less on the lucre. Plus you gain financial security, tax-free. Say a few words. No script, slow, eye contact, be clear, go for the emotion, less is more. Throw a party. Have an early guest, maybe a shy one. Pour champagne and pass hors d'oeuvres. No need to cook. Trader Joe's has great stuff, fairly priced. From spiffy spanakopita to yum hummus, mac and cheese bites, cheeses like double cream Gouda, to Gus nuts, my favorite is caramel coffee almonds. Have music loud enough to sound fun, quiet enough that people can talk easily. Punctuate periods of chatting with an activity. For example, blind wine tasting, $3 chuck against Chateau Upscale, or as we do at Christmas, a 15-minute version of the Christmas Carol. I have scripts, and the attendees volunteer for roles. Keep your party to 2 to 3 hours. Most people who stay longer do so mainly to be polite. How to lie. The key is to change nothing from your normal in pace, detail, pitch variation, facial expression, body language. Knowing when to shut up. People are fervid today, especially around politics. Unless you're unusually gifted at persuasion, your disagreement will likely only harden their position. Ironically, the McCarthyist censorship from the right that the left continues to harp on 75 years later is dwarfed by today's iron-fisted censorship from the left. For example, even though more than half the country, including a majority of college-educated people, voted for Trump, in liberal locales or media outlets, if you attempt to defend Trump's and Musk's pro-merit, pro-taxpayer policies, you risk the 3 C's: censure, censor, and cancel. So, want to try anything? So those are 9 things I know how to do, and you should too. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel, and certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 34 books. Perhaps most relevant is How to Do Life, but all 34 are on Amazon. As usual, thanks for watching. I'm Marty Nemko.